All right. Are we live? Maybe we're live. I think we are, hopefully. Yep. Here I am. It's almost 5 a.m. in London now. Yeah, so it's almost 5 a.m. here in London. I decided to stay awake because, I think this is gonna be a bigger and better set than the other one. They're replacing the guy that did some weird stuff. I'm not sure what the guy did, to be honest. To Frank Ocean something. He did something right, but I don't know what. But so they're replacing the guy last minute, I guess. And I wanna watch this thing as soon as it goes out. I wanna watch it live. I know it's not really live because streams have delays, right? Uh, but I want to watch it live. I have watched Blink live for real in 2013. It was cool. It was with Tom. And I'm not a very good sleeper anyways. I don't have to sleep. I'm kind of sleepy now, but if I went to bed, to be honest, I probably wouldn't sleep anyway. So here we are, ready to do this. Yeah, Bill, how's it going, Bill? I wonder if the set has to be a little bit longer. I think they're gonna play the exact same songs, plus I'm hoping at least 5 more. You know? At least 5 more, I would say. Because it is, I don't know, in the schedule says there's another artist after them, right? When the little schedule card comes up. But I think they should be headlining, right? They should be headlining. So they should have a pretty good and long set. They should be allowed to do the set for how long they want, really. The way that we're gonna do this, actually, just so you know, I can't play the music, obviously, and I don't think I can even show the video, a little small window of the video next to mine, unfortunately, because that way it would be easier for us to sync. But once they start playing the songs, I'll say which song we're on, and we try to sync it as best as we can, really, and we'll try to do this and see how it goes. This is really, really, really just a test for me to see how the live stream is working now that I want to get back into it, do more live streams about producing music, answering questions, just having some fun. I'm not a very good live streamer. I'm pretty much a beginner at this, so talking without editing for me, especially English being my second language, right? It might be a little bit hard, so I'm hoping you guys understand. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best also to not disrupt their set too much. So we're gonna have, like, if you want to watch this with me, right? We can have Coachella's window open, sync the set to mine. Theoretically, if we're both watching it live, it should be pretty synced, right? But we sync it, watching the same songs at the same time, and you can leave my window open to the side, and I'll do some comments, and we can always write in the chat. And I'll try not to talk too loudly, but it's up to you guys to mix the sound between Blink and me. You play. I just didn't want to watch this alone. I don't have many friends that like Blink. I don't have many friends that like pop punk in general, so I have no one to watch this with, especially at this time. People are probably waking up to go to work now, and I'm here, so I thought it was a good chance to just do this and see what happened. And also if my computer can sustain a long live stream, because that's a big question as well. Yeah, I hope they play Not Now and Always. These are two of my favorite songs. Always and Not Now are amazing. I think it would be pretty safe they will play Not Now. I'm hoping, because Not Now is a good festival song, Although it's not one of their biggest hits, I think it's popular enough, and it's a good festival song, for sure. But we'll see. We'll only know once they start going for it. Have you guys been watching this thing, Coachella in general? This is a weird one for me, really, because let me just check one thing first. So yeah, this is a weird one for me, Coachella, right? Because I never cared about it too much. because it was like the cool kids festival, you know. Oh, only the cool kids do. Like all the artists are there, all the influencers are there. People dress funny and all that stuff. So I never cared for it, and most of the times there were no artists that interested me, anyways. But this year it was quite weird because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a pretty big pop fan, and lately I've become a pretty big K-pop fan as well. So having I never imagined, like, for the past 3 years since the pandemic, basically I've got really into K-pop. I don't know why. I just think it's fun. You know, I know it's kind of ridiculous that a guy my age and my size and my levels of hairiness likes K-pop, but I do, and it's sincere. It's not like a meme. I'm not like pretending to like K-pop. I actually like it. I know a lot of songs, and I'm 3 years ago when I started enjoying K-pop, I would never imagine that I would see Blackpink and Blink playing the same festival. So this, if I could have chosen one Coachella to go to, would have been this one. Because man, Blackpink and Blink are more than enough for me. But I also love Becky, Becky G and Charlie XCX, which is crazy. And I'm pretty sure I would find more people I actually like, they're replaying the Gorillaz set right now. Like, I don't really listen to Gorillaz anymore, but I used to. I wonder if they're gonna play neighborhood songs. That's a good question, Joshua Fernandez. Yeah, that's a good question, because that album is not popular at all. That album was famously made when they hated each other, kinda. When they were just trying to get back together, they were not getting along, clearly, because they broke up again. But they have good songs in that album, and I wish they would play at least one, right? At least one song from each album. I wish they would play at least one song from every album, from Buddha all the way to Neighborhoods, and even I would be interested to see if Mark would sing one of the Blink-182 California songs, or what's the other one? I never listened to those albums, but what's the other album that they did with Skiba? I would just love to see Tom singing Skiba's bits, because that's, when you listen to those albums, that's what you're kind of wanting, right? You're kind of desiring Tom DeLonge the whole time. So I just wish they would do one song from California with Tom singing Skiba's parts, which would be super weird, but I would love that. I would really, really love that. It would be so fun. And I think it would probably bury the hatchet on the whole Tom versus Skiba conversation. Although I love to have that conversation, because I don't like Alkaline Trio. I hate Alkaline Trio. So every time I have a chance to say that Skiba is not as good as Tom, I do it. And don't get me wrong, Skiba, he's an awesome guitarist. He's an awesome singer. I just don't like his band and his style, which is kind of a subjective thing, right? But I have nothing but respect for the guy. The guy's a good guy. So whenever I make fun of Skiba, please don't feel like I'm actually taking things personally. How is the live stream for you guys? Just so I know, can you listen to me? Can you see me? Is it good? I hope so. Joshua. So, is that how I say your name, Joshua? I would, when they announced that Tom was gonna be back, I was really hoping they would, even though I'm not a Skiba fan, I was really hoping they would keep Skiba, because I think we've had enough of Blink as a three-piece. I know that's their whole thing, but I think being a power trio is only really cool when you're starting out and you're trying to play all your songs, no backing tracks, no click, no auto tune, no nothing. You're just raw power trio, you know, and you're figuring out how to make songs sound huge without any other help, with one guitar, one bass, and one drum kit. All my bands, not all my bands, but 90% of the bands that I've played in have been power trios because I just love that format. I think it's disruptive. I think it's powerful. I think it's cool. It creates a good dynamic, as we can see with Blink, a good dynamic between two people having banter on stage, right? So I always had power trios, and I always took pride in sounding bigger and better than the bands that had more people in them. But at this stage, Blink has proven that they can do this, right? They got huge. They got famous being a power trio. And I think they got to an age that they want to just sound bigger and better on stage. And they're now using backing tracks, which is okay. But I was really hoping that they would just keep Skiba and have another guitar and some more backing vocals in there, you know? Yeah, exactly, Joshua. I thought they were gonna both be in the band as well. But unfortunately not. And even if they didn't keep Skiba, I thought it was a good opening. Tom coming back, I thought it was a good opening to hire more people. You know, like Green Day did a few years back. Green Day was a great power trio, probably sounded even bigger and better than Blink just as a power trio, right? Live. But at some point around American Idiot, I think it was, or maybe a little bit before, they just felt like they wanted to sound bigger. So, because when you're doing festivals and huge stages like this, it's nice to sound bigger, you know? But they hired people and they play everything live. And I think that would be the way for Blink, because they definitely have enough money for that. So I don't know why they didn't do it. But we'll see. Maybe they're just still figuring things out. I still prefer nowadays I still prefer they use auto-tune and the backing tracks, all that, because it sounds a bit better, you know? But I just wish they could hire some really cool musicians to be in the band, I think. And just have like two guitars, a keyboard live, maybe some percussion to help Travis out, and backing vocals from everyone. It'd be awesome. Awesome. But we'll see where Blink goes from here. I think they're gonna start in about 20 minutes, but everything has been late in this festival, so we'll see how it goes. How's everyone doing tonight? By the way, I'm Julian Grimm, if you don't know me. This is a watch party for BLINK-182 Coachella set, just coming up in 20 or so minutes. And I was just feeling lonely, wanting to test out my streaming capabilities. And if you're like me and you're alone in your room and you have no one to watch this with, watch it with me. We're gonna have some fun. And I promise I'm not gonna disrupt your set so much. I'm gonna make some comments, you know. Hopefully we're gonna have some good jokes. Yes, Green Day is amazing live, and I think the thing is, Billy Joe, he's an amazing singer, right? He's naturally gifted with, I think, a pretty good ear, you know, because he doesn't go out of tune often. He's pretty good with his pitch. His voice is very powerful, much stronger than anyone's voice in Blink, for sure. He was just gifted because he can scream all night long, and he can just sustain it, you know. He's amazing. And the other musicians in Green Day, they're much more I know they're a punk rock band, but they're much more traditional types of musician, you know. You can see they studied hard. You could see they were geeky about playing their instruments and practicing and all that stuff. And so that generally leads to being a better band live, for sure. I think we're almost there. Gorilla's sets stopped replaying now. They got the little card on. Just so you guys know, this is where we're at. Really quickly, just show you there, because I don't know if I can do that. But yeah. Yeah, Joshua. I think we need at least one Skiba song in there. But I don't want Skiba to come on stage. I want Tom to sing his parts, because I'm curious to how it's gonna sound. I'm curious. I'm just very curious. Yeah, Green Day live, they were the best. They were the best set that I've ever watched in my life. I've watched many gigs in my life, and you know, a lot of the best gigs that I've watched in my life were in Brazil, because when artists go all the way to Brazil, I think not only they feel the responsibility of playing to a country that doesn't get access to as many shows as other countries, but also the crowds in Brazil are crazy. So once they feel the energy, and I'm sure it's like that in most of South America, but once they feel the energy of a South American crowd, it just lifts anyone up, you know. And I could see that Green Day, the day that I watched Green Day in Brazil, they were happy. They were like having fun. They played for 3 hours non-stop, all the songs from that period, right? All the songs. Billy Joe was screaming. People were going nuts. He was talking to us. He was hyping us up. It was the best gig. It was so long, but I wasn't tired because it was good. It was so good, and I was pretty close to the stage on that gig, so it was amazing. Uh, which everybody in the chat. So what's your guys' favorite band? Is it Blink? Is it something else? Let me know. I'm curious about all of you. I know there's not many of us in here. It's a pretty weird thing to do, a live stream of a live stream, right? Without the live stream on. But we're just having fun. We're just having fun. A lot of people were angry with me. It's funny because the last video that I released in this channel was about Blink using autotune live, right? And if you watch the whole video, you can see that I have nothing against it, and I still say that I love Blink, and I like that. I think it's better that they use autotune live nowadays. That's the conclusion of the video. But a lot of people don't watch the video to the end, right? That's just how YouTube goes. If you see the stats, my retention time is quite good, but still, most people don't get to the end of the video. And so many people were angry at me because I was talking about Blink using autotune. Like, why do you care? Why do you care? Like, I don't care. It's fine. I use autotune all the time. I never used it live, but I'm actually considering, like, after watching Coachella and seeing how many people are using autotune live, I'm like, why am I even trying to sing in tune anymore? Like, I'm old as well. Like, I'm old. I'm not famous, you know. I have a good computer. I should use autotune live. It's gonna really be weird in the little venues that I go to that there's a guy that's in tune like that. But I'm working on my live set. I wish I could get a band, at least a drummer in my band. Right now I'm working on a live set in Ableton Live to play by myself. But we'll see if I can get a drummer soon. But yeah, I'm considering using the autotune live, just to impress people. Be like, no, this guy's really in tune. Oh my god, because I know I can use it pretty discreetly. Like, I don't need loads of it, you know. Yeah, Blink forever. I get it. You know, I was raised. Oh, I can see a little bit of Blink already on screen. Oh, it's just a replay. But anyways, I was raised on BLINK-182. It's weird because I'm eternally connected to them because they were my favorite bands when I was in my formative years, I would say, probably. And it's funny when you have a favorite band when you're around 13 and 14, they become part of you, right? They kind of get embedded into your personality a little bit. So they always be kind of part of me. They are the reason why I like stupid jokes. They're the reason why I like pop punk. They are the reason why I like power trios. They're a reason for a bunch of things in my life, you know. And even though I was not so much into Blink in the past years, in the Skiba years, they were always part of me, you know. Yeah, I think for sure, Joshua, in the Skiba albums, Mark took over a little bit because it sounded more like Plus 44 as well, didn't it? Like, if you listen to Plus 44 and if you listen to the albums with Skiba, they're not so far apart, I feel, at least. I feel like Plus 44 is Mark's best work by himself, for sure. because I think he was in Blink for such a long time, and it was freeing to him a little bit to be able to write by himself. And I think he took bigger chances on Plus 44, and because it was called Plus 44 as well, it wasn't Blink. I think he felt less responsibility, I would say, to please people. In the two albums with Skiba, especially California, which was the comeback album, right after Tom left, I think he was trying a bit too hard to please the fans, the old school fans, you know? And I think that never works for a band. I'm not sure. It might work for some bands, but for me, it might work for some fans as well. But for me, I'd rather that bands take big risks, and even if they miss grossly, I appreciate it, you know? Says right now on the stream, you see right there, gonna take it out again, don't want to have this video taken down, but it says coming up BLINK-182. We should be around 10 minutes 15 minutes away from their set. We'll see how this goes. Well, I wonder if they're gonna open with the same song. I wonder if they're gonna open with another song. I really do hope they do everything different, because, you know, why not? Why not? The chat in the the chat in the Coachella live stream is quite crazy. Everybody's talking about Blink, 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 Blink. People are talking about turn on the auto-tune, which is funny because it was pretty obvious on that last set of them. I know they've used it for a long time. I know they use it in the albums. I think they've probably been tuning their vocals since Enema of the State. I'm not sure if they did it in Dude Ranch. I don't think so. But in Enema of the State, 100% they tuned it, right? And so people, so in the last set it was quite obvious. It was never that obvious. People told me like that Tom hates First Date, and that's why he turned it up so much in that song. But I cannot verify that. Hopefully he'll say something about it today. Yes, I'm Brazilian. GHR Audiovisual. Yes, I do have an accent. I live in England for 12 years now, but I try not to lose my accent because for me, it's important to be Brazilian still, right? I could try and lose my accent. A lot of people tell me like, "Oh, you live here for so long. How come you haven't lost your accent?" It's just, I like my accent. You know, I like when I talk to people for the first time, I like that people know that I'm not from here. Because being an immigrant, it's badass. Brazilians are awesome. So Fred Machado is probably Brazilian. Joshua is Mexican. You see, Mexico, Brazilians, Argentinians, Bolivians, Venezuelans, Chileans. We're all crazy, 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 crazy Latin Americans. And we have the best countries to do gigs in, to play live concerts in. And I bet all of you guys in the chat can confirm. You want me to talk a little Portuguese? Eu posso falar português? Quando você quiser. Eu posso falar que o Blink vai usar autotune, eu posso falar que o Skiba é pior que o Tom. O que você quer que eu fale em português? So yeah, there you go. I'm not good. I'm not as good. I don't know. I've been living abroad for too long. My jokes are not as good in Portuguese as they used to be. It's weird. It's really weird. Although I have my accent, I feel weird talking in Portuguese on video. I've never done it. I've done it a little bit for another channel of mine, but I just felt so weird about it. Valeu, GHR Audiovisual. Valeu mesmo. Yeah, a lot of people. So GHR saying that he found out my channel because of the autotune video, and that's the thing. People got so angry in the comments, but now I kind of like I've done so many educational videos that do like 200 views, 250 views, 100 views, some of them, and they're pretty cool. Like most of my tutorials are for beginners, right? They're not super advanced. But I know that a lot of punk rockers and pop punkers, they are beginners, you know, and they're just trying to record their song at home. So I try to keep everything quite simple, at least for most of the videos. But a lot of my videos don't get a lot of views. The educational, the ones that I'm being serious. And as soon as I do a video with a little bit of clickbait on it, it goes crazy. So now I like at that point in my YouTube career, I'm like, should I surrender to the algorithm and be how do you say that in English? Since I don't know, sensacionalista. You would know, Brazilians would know, but you know, dramatic. I would say maybe. So, Fred Machado, the TV in the background, actually, there's a cool story about that. So, about 5 years ago, I was working on a project of mine called Inu the Strange, which was a band that I did on my own for a while. And I was gonna do this collaboration with a singer called Laelia, and we wrote a song together called Television. And for that, and for the music video, we wanted to do kind of a creepy horror movie vibe. And she was gonna be a victim locked in a cage in my house, and I was gonna be a crazy serial killer kind of guy. But the whole story of the video was that I kidnapped her because she was on TV. So she was on every channel of my TV, so I got obsessed with her and I started following her and I kidnapped her. So for the video, we needed an old school TV that I watched her things on, you know. So we were thrifting, right? We were going to thrift shops to try and find this TV, and we found a super old TV in Blackpool, which is a really small city here in England. Really weird city. But we found a TV in Blackpool. It was super cheap. It's a Sony TV from the 80s, and it's super small, super cool. But it doesn't work at all. It just does that. It just does white noise. So Joshua, my favorite song from Neighborhoods, I think, is Natives. I think I even have a cover of it on my channel. Yeah, I think that's the only song in my channel from Neighborhoods that I covered. So you can watch that after. It was one of the first songs that I covered here on my channel after I moved to England. Neighborhoods was the first album that Blink released. I think Blink released Neighborhood right when I came to England. So it was kind of the soundtrack of my arrival here, which is weird. After Midnight is quite cool. It's the first one that they released, right? And I think it's the only one that has a music video in that album, which is a shame. But I do like After Midnight. I think they'll probably play After Midnight or Ghosts on the... Is it Ghosts on the Dance Floor or something? They like these songs. Well, what does your brother play, Freddy? Just so I know, I'm looking for musicians to work with. So let me know what your brother plays, because I'd be interested to know who he is, especially if he's a drummer. If he's a guitarist, there's just too many of us. Guitarists, we have no value. Even if She Falls is good. What's the other one? There's a punky one in the middle. I forget all the names of the songs. Sorry, guys. All Gone. Something All Gone. Australia, sometimes I wonder if I should go to Australia, you know, because the problem with England is that it is quite cold and we don't have a lot of space. That's the one issue I have with England. It's small and everything's super expensive because we don't have enough space. So like rent is expensive and everything's expensive because we don't... Small countries are expensive. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. So I always wondered if I should move to Australia, but the problem with Australia is that it's so far. Yeah, guitars. Do you see, Freddy? The Heart's All Gone. That's the one I was thinking about, Joshua. That's true. Guitarists, man. I am a guitarist, and I gotta say, for many years in England, I was looking for bands, and the hardest thing in England is to get into a band being a guitarist, because there's just too much competition. And I gotta be honest, I'm not the best guitarist. You know, I grew up on Blink, so you can imagine how good I am, really. Gold Coast is hot, right? Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Gold Coast. She really likes it, actually. So, and I know that you guys have a lot of things that are similar to England. The only thing is that it's not cold, which is great. You guys have Nando's, right? People here are crazy about Nando's. And uh, what else? Audi. People love Audi here as well. It's crazy. So I think we're almost there. A set is underway. A set change is underway. It says on my live stream right now. BLINK-182 next. We should be. You see, you would be more useful to me, Freddy, than your brother. I need fast drummers. Pop punk drummers are the best drummers because they can play fast, but they can also play hard and they can also play slow if you need them. Sometimes just punk rock drummers, they're a bit too intense. They're a bit too close-minded, you know. So pop punk drummers, they usually like pop as well, which is good. So that's kind of better for me because I do write some really poppy songs sometimes, even too poppy for pop punk. So yeah. How many people we have here today? Not many, but I'm happy that you guys are here, really. I was gonna have to watch this alone at 5 a.m. So I'm glad that you guys are here. That's really cool of you. I thank you a lot. We'll see. They're just stalling. This festival has been late. I think it's normal to be like 15 minutes late, you know, for these things. I wish it wasn't because it's so late here, but I'm awake. I'm fine. I should be fine. I'm hoping they play for at least 2 hours, but I doubt it. Festivals are weird. That's the one thing I don't like about festivals. That they have to have a super good lineup to be worth it, because if you only like one artist, they're not gonna play enough songs, you know, for it to be worth the ticket price, really. So I do avoid festivals quite a lot, actually. There's always like weird people in the crowds as well that don't know nothing about any songs. They're just there to get high. And it's a weird thing to choose to pay like 200 pounds or whatever, how many dollars this costs or how many reais it costs. It's crazy to pay a huge amount of money to go to a place just to get super high and listen to bands that you don't even know that well, you know? So I do avoid festivals. I do prefer a good old one band show. It keeps saying BLINK-182 is underway. Check this out. See, it keeps saying that. It's right there. We'll see. We'll see. Do you guys like Gorillaz at all? They had a replay of it just now. I was listening to it. It was ages since the last time I listened to any Gorillaz, but I did have the album when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid in Brazil, you know, we still had. I was a teenager just before. Yeah, I know, Joshua. My friends in Brazil are so angry about this as well. They're so angry, man. You have no idea. And now they're playing Coachella and everybody loves them, but like people from South America just angry. They're like, so close, right? They never play there. It seems like it's cursed. It seems like BLINK-182 in South America is just cursed. So Freddy, I was available a while ago. The problem is, so this is a long story, but I'll try to make it short. I had a health problem last 3 years. So I had 7 surgeries, right? And I had to just stay home for a long time. And I made no money at all. I had not a lot of work. I was struggling with pain, struggling with discomfort, just not being able to work properly. So I didn't make a lot of money. So I started offering consultations to try and get a little bit more. The thing is, I like to give the persons their money's worth, right? So I give the consultation for 1 hour, but I usually prepare for at least another hour before that. I listen to the songs, I think about what I'm gonna say and all that stuff. Hello, Gideon 14. Hello. Welcome to the to the party. Party. But so yeah, so I'm not, the thing is, because I made no money while I was ill, I had to take a job. Uh it is from home, but it takes a lot of my time. And not only I took a job, I took like three jobs. So I have a job for a company that I do video editing for. I have a job for myself writing songs for other people, and I have a job with multiple clients as well, like going out, filming events and all that stuff. So I have these three things that I have to do, plus do my YouTube channel, plus live, right? So I unfortunately I had to close down the consultations for now, but I'll let you guys know when I'm open again to do it. I'm hoping that at some point YouTube's gonna give me enough money, earn me enough money that I can just do this. But it's hard. It's hard. As you can see by the last video that I released, I do have to work on my clickbait skills, because it does make a difference, like releasing that type of video. So I'm kind of in a crossroads really of, should I just keep doing tutorials? Should I go a little bit more into reacting to songs, reacting to live sets, trying to explain? You know, the thing with that is that once you start reacting to other people's music and other people's content, you run into problems with copyright, right? YouTube promised this year that they were gonna figure out the copyright for music, so we could potentially listen to other people's music and I could analyze it. I could tell you guys how it's done, how I think it's done at least. But YouTube hasn't implemented anything yet, so I'm waiting for that a little bit. Yeah, for sure, GHR. European Union, unfortunately I'm not in it anymore. But yeah, I get what you're saying. If you're in England, just give me a shout, man, because yeah, unfortunately England, we got weird people here that wanted to get out of the European Union, and that made everything a lot more difficult for us. So it is what it is, isn't it? But do let me know if you're around in June, and I'm always up to meeting my subscribers, as long as long as you don't murder me. Please don't murder me, okay? It's so cool. I do know martial arts, so and you can't have guns in England, so I'll put up a fight. Oh Jesus, yeah, we're late. We're late. Blink is officially late. No, we're not officially late yet. We're 2 minutes late. But that's okay. We're having fun doing this together, guys. We're doing this together. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, even if there's no one here. I'm gonna keep this live stream going because I want to see if my computer can take it. And hopefully won't fry. I actually got a new computer today, which I'm excited about, but it's not here yet. And I am considering keeping this computer just for live streams and to use it as a screen as well. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Do you guys produce music at all? Do you guys, what do you guys think? Let me ask you something. Wait, let me see just what Joshua is saying. Oh, that's cool, JChar. That's cool. So Joshua, please let me know, JChar, when you're here. We can always go out for a drink. So Joshua, I did feel weird that Travis didn't go as well, because you know Travis has played with a broken foot, with a broken arm. He never gives up. But the thing is, now he's a Kardashian, right? And the comfort, the comfort that you get by being a Kardashian, just the sheer luxury of being a Kardashian, I think it's making him a little bit soft. Of course, he's older as well, but he had a broken finger. It looked pretty bad, but he could have just played with one arm, to be honest. I know, like, oh man, right when they're in South America, he's gonna play with one arm. But wouldn't you prefer that than no Blink at all? I would have preferred it. I would have even accepted if they just got a replacement drummer. I know that's not ideal, but like, the thing is, they were playing a lot of festivals in South America. So the people, they bought tickets, expensive tickets for the festivals, and now they were stuck with these tickets and no Blink. So they either would have to go and ask for a refund and try to get Blink tickets for next year, which is super hard in South America, because once tickets go out for sale in South America, they go out like this, right? So you never guarantee that you're gonna watch Blink again. And or you could just go and watch the bands that you don't like. They should have just gone with a replacement drummer. If it was that bad for Travis, at least people would have enjoyed to see Mark and Tom together. I get they were trying to make the comeback as a trio again, but you know, he could have been there, Travis, you know, play one song, play two songs, and then give it up to the other drummer. I don't know. They could have found a solution for that, I think. Which is a shame that they didn't. But I do believe they will go there next year, unless something else happens. It's super weird that Blink never played in Brazil and in South America. It's super, super weird. Like every time there's a hurdle in the way, right? Before, it wasn't just that easy to go there in the 90s and in the 2000s, right? Then it got easy and then they broke up. Then they got back together, but then Travis didn't want to fly in planes. And now, then they went apart, and people, I guess they were just working on playing the United States and Europe, and not really thinking about South America with Skiba that much. And then they book South America, and then Travis breaks his finger. It's super weird. Thanks, Freddy. You know, I still also have a lot to learn. You know, every day, every time that I watch my old videos, every time that I listen to my old songs, I think they're horrible. Every time I finish a video, 2 days later, I already think that my mixes and my everything is horrible. Like, I'm constantly improving. I made a lot of mistakes in my life of not focusing on things. And I should have focused on mixing and producing when I was younger, and I didn't. Now I'm trying to recover some time, you know, so I'm still not the best as well, but I do know a lot of things because I study a lot, and that's all I'm trying to share with you guys, you know. I've been to a lot of places, I've done a lot of things, I've seen a lot of cool people working, and I'm just trying to pass it forward, you know, because I think that's what the internet's for, right? To make knowledge available to everyone. And that's what's cool about it. I pretty much, I barely watch TV nowadays, to be honest. I spend my whole day, every second that I have in front of a TV is actually watching YouTube. And probably 50% of the times is learning something. Even when I'm not up for learning, I'm not trying to learn something, I end up playing videos of people that I like, that are teaching things, and I end up learning automatically. Like, it's super cool that YouTube kind of made this environment where learning is kind of fun. No, because it was never like that, right? Especially in Brazil, school was never cool. So we kind of made a point of not liking it, I feel. So I never studied very hard in my life, at least not till after I was older. I think that's how we treat school in Brazil. It's not cool. It's not cool to be good in school. Yeah, it's funny. They're I think they should be getting you anytime now. One question that I have before it starts, actually, would you guys be interested in more funny and reactional content where I'm not particularly teaching any techniques? Or do you prefer the educational content only, or do you want me to try and work out a mix of the two? The last video I tried to work a mix of the two, because I did talk about, I made fun of the auto-tune thing, but I also showed a little bit how autotune's used. So I'm trying to figure out how to mix a little bit of education. Of course, a lot of people didn't watch to the educational part, so they think I was just talking crap. That's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. One weird thing that I've been watching on YouTube, I don't know why. I don't know why. Sometimes I get into these weird rabbit holes on YouTube, and I've been watching First Amendment audits in the United States. It's the craziest thing. It's these people that just want to film in public, and they go out filming in public, like in public libraries and post offices and government buildings, because apparently in the United States you can film anywhere. that's public, and you can film anyone that's in public as well. I'm not sure how it works in every country. I'm not even sure how it works here. But and they get into fights with security officers and police officers, and it's hilarious. I don't know. I don't care about I don't care about the philosophical or political things about it. I just like the interactions really. But I don't know how I got uh into that rabbit hole. Yeah, Gideon, I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to. Next video, I'm gonna go a little bit of both again and see how it goes. The chat in the Coachella thing, the speed of that chat, it's just crazy. I think if you compare my stream to their stream, I think I'm losing. Oh, that's funny. It's really funny. Let me see what Joshua is saying here. Oh yeah, yeah, Joshua, that's very true. Travis did come here for the tribute, the Foo Fighters tribute. That is very true. And I don't know. Yeah, yeah, they finally were gonna come. It's crazy that they never played South America. That's just absurd. Because I think that's where they're most popular. They're very popular in England. I think they're even more popular in England than they're popular in the United States. I was pretty amazed how many people like Blink here, but I think they're more popular in Brazil. In Brazil, everybody liked Blink when I was young. Yeah, 100%. I think they're gonna use autotune today, Freddy, for sure. They have to. they're just. I think their voices are too tired. It's been too long. They've been doing this, and it's just they need that little extra push just to be perfectly in tune. Mark for a couple of shows that I've watched while in the Skiba days, he was doing pretty bad with the tuning, right? He was struggling. It was too high for him. I don't understand why he keeps the songs that high. They could play them a little bit lower live, but he keeps the songs very high pitched, and he even write new songs high pitched as well, which is crazy because he is more of a baritone. He's not a tenor. Oh, I think we're going for it, guys. We Blink. I can see the Ferris wheel. Just so you guys know, that's where I am right now. We'll see how it goes. I think there's they're gonna the opening song is exactly the same one right now. They're playing the 2001 Odyssey song. I'm just hoping the stage is a lot cooler. It's bigger for sure. Yeah, that stage is way bigger than the other one. This is crazy. So many people. So many people, right? Oh, there's Mark. They did have All the Small Things in Alvin and the Chipmunks. They had All the Small Things in so many movies. It's crazy. Yeah, Tom is just in my stream now, just so you guys can sing. Tom is doing the punk rock sign to the audience. They're both in front of the stage, Mark and Tom. And the 2001 Odyssey song, 2001, what's the name? I don't know. The 2001 song is about to end. Let's see what they're gonna play. Fireworks, let's do this. Yeah, just the same. Let's hope they change now. Come on, guys. Different song, different song. Come on, let's do this. Oh, no, it's the same. I do love this song, though. Do you guys feel they're playing because they're playing with the click nowadays? Yeah, the guitar sounds better. That's funny, Gideon. Let's see how Tom sounds. That's true, Joshua. Come on. See, autotune just went off right there. So they're using it. No, they're using autotune. They're using autotune 100%. You see the drown sound? I wonder why it's going black sometimes. Oh, Jesus, Joshua. Your poor mom. So what you guys think? Is it good? Is it bad? I like it. I like it. I like the song a lot. Yeah, I don't have tickets for the UK show, unfortunately. So I'm jealous of you, Freddy. Yeah, this song is hard on. It's not super hard on drums, but it's pretty technical. Is this the same order? Do you guys know? I don't remember the other order actually. Sounding pretty good. There goes the keyboards in the backing track. Wish they had a keyboard player, but it's cool. It's cool. That's a stupid joke, but it's good. That was really good. That was really good, right? Man overboard. That was really good again. Are you guys in the middle of feeling this just ended here for me, guys? Just so you guys know. We're going. I think they're going to reckless abandon. That was really good. That was really good. I can see that Mark is much happier today. Mark's much more comfortable. He was a bit nervous last time, I think. Yep, Tom DeLong. Did Tom say they say something about fucking buns in the last one? Tom straight out screwed up the ending chord of that song. But that's why we love him. That's why we love him. That's true. This song, it's one of my favorite songs live. And you have to have Tom making mistakes. It's not the same song without the mistakes. That was really good, right? I love the riff of that song. That song has the best riff. It has like three riffs. Oh, new song, new song. I hope they do another one, but let's see. That was great. That was really great. Sounds better than the other ones. I think they should update all of the songs in the set for like something like that. They could do it. That was the best song so far, in my opinion. 100%. That was tight. I miss you, Scummy. Oh, yeah, Adam's song. That's good. That's new. There we go. Yeah, we got a little bit of Boxcar Racer Tom in that one. That was amazing. His drives were good, man. He still has it. The country joke. Oh, there you go. Always, man, you got it. Now that's a song right there. I think there is a disco ball. Yeah, for sure that song live is way better than the album, right? That song live is something else. Yeah, so everybody that said it was intentional, it was a joke, where's the joke now? They fixed it. They fixed the auto-tune and it sounds awesome now. Oh yeah, that was good. That was super good. It's just too slow. But you see, as soon as they speed up at the end a little bit, sounds much cooler. I wonder if this is the last one already. I hope not. One more song. One more song. One more song. Come on, please. They gotta play one more. It's not possible. Maybe if the people call for it. Maybe if the people call for it, they'll do it. Hopefully. What'd you guys think about that? Oh, come on. Come on. Just one more. It looks like they're not doing it. Saludos, my friend. Goodbye. Oh, come on. That's Travis's daughter, isn't it? She. Who else is there? Not the Kardashian. That's not the Kardashian, I think. That's Travis's daughter. I think the Kardashian has short hair. Come on, one more, people. The people gotta kind of call for it as well. People are just too quiet. If this was Brazil, people would be going mad. They would not be able to leave that stage. 100%. But yeah, I think that's it. What did you guys think? What did you guys think about the show? I thought it was good. Now, just so you guys know, I'm gonna try to keep this live stream up, but I'm gonna probably cut the show bit out of it because it makes no sense, right? Because I was quiet, so I wouldn't ruin your guys' show that much. So I'm trying to keep this up so people can watch the beginning and the end. But I'm gonna try to cut the middle where the show was happening because it was basically just me watching the show with you guys, commenting in the chat, and just eating Haribos, right? So if I can't cut the middle, I'll keep it here. If not, I'll just delete this one. It's fine. But what do you guys think? Yeah, I think they should have come back. Yeah, at least I think Coachella has a curfew or something. It's kind of weird. So people do have limited amounts of time, which is one of the things I hate about festivals, right? It does suck a little bit that they can't do encores or longer sets. And what did they add that was new? Stay together for the kids, always. What else? I can't remember now. Do you guys remember? What was new? Was it just these two ones? No, they did more. I'm sure they did at least 3 new songs, didn't they? But anyways, I do... now, one of the things I want to mention is the autotune Jesus thing, the super autotune first aid was fixed, which is super cool. I much prefer it like that. People were roasting me saying, oh, Tom hates first aid. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. It was a joke. Well, if it was a joke last weekend, it wasn't a joke today. So I bet it wasn't a joke. I bet it was a mistake. And now they fixed it. So that's how it should sound. Even though autotune was on, it was reasonably set up. So it sounded much better. I thought that the gig was good. I thought they started a little bit cold, but it got better with time. If like they're using a lot of backing tracks, right? And I think if you're gonna use backing tracks live, you gotta I prefer they do it like they did it in the new song, Edging, and after that, like when they were playing all the songs from Untitled, where the backing tracks are a little bit more full and apparent. Because if you're gonna use backing tracks, don't hide them, right? Just use your backing tracks, and it sounds better. It sounds much fuller, the set and everything. So I would recommend them to just update all the old songs with better backing tracks. And I think the whole gig is gonna sound much better. Like in Edging, when all the backing vocals come in, and I think there's some extra guitars and keys as well. It sounds cool. It sounds very good. I know that's their latest song, so everything sounds better because it was better recorded. But even in the Untitled songs, the backing tracks were quite cool. I have no idea, Fred, why they were saying that. Yeah, the sound of that stage was way better, way better. I think they're still kind of figuring it out, really. They haven't officially started touring yet, so they're still figuring out. Right now here in England, it's 6:40 a.m. I'm still awake and I'm not sleepy at all, but I do think I should go. But I do want to talk a little bit more with you guys, just to see what your opinions are on the show. As I said, I liked it. It was very good. It was better than last week's show for sure. I do love Always. Always is one of my favorite songs, and I'm really happy they sang it. And again, on Stay Together for the Kids, I don't understand why they didn't sing it last time, because that song live is amazing. As you guys were saying in the chat, it sounded heavy, it sounded full. Tom's voice was at his best in Stay Together for the Kids. Like his drive was spot on. He was screaming. It was almost like Boxcar Racer Tom, you know. He was angry. He was good. He was really, really good. So I'm the only one who's up at crazy hours right now. It makes sense. Yeah, Ernesto. The show was really nice. I really like the videos as well. That's one thing I want to teach you guys in this channel, is how to implement videos and lights into Ableton. I used to use videos and lights in Ableton Live for one of the projects I had in the past, And it's super easy, super cool. Basically, you can just sync any video and any light equipment with Ableton, and you press play, and all the lights, all the videos are in rhythm with you playing live. It's super cool. Yeah, it's amazing how big Coachella is, right? Look at that. It's crazy. So many stages, so many people. I don't think I would enjoy it, to be honest. That's just too much for me. Thank you, Freddy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the chance to also go to bed. I do have to sleep and I do have to work today. So I thank you so much for everyone that was here tonight. I know we weren't a lot of people, but we were cool people having fun together. We were not alone watching Blink's set, so that's what matters, right? And I hope I can do more live streams in the future, and I hope I can count you in for the. Oh, Alistair, here you are. Yeah, you're in the UK, aren't you, Alistair? I think you are. It's crazy late. It's crazy early here. But how do I go to the bathroom in where? In England? With my dick. What? With my dick in my butt. That's how I do it. Yeah. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm sleepy now. I'm tired. Uh, it was so good to have you, and I hope we can do more of these soon. I hope we can have more people here. I have to figure out a better way. Yeah, Alistair, I've been up since yesterday. I haven't gone to bed yet. But I hope I can do more of this, and I can figure out a way to do it a little bit more interactively, because I don't want to speak in the middle of the songs or in the middle of the jokes. So I was kind of being selective of how I expressed myself in the middle of the show. So I was quite silent, but I guess we were all enjoying the song, so it's all good. But I'll do more live shows about producing as well, and more live shows just talking to you guys and having some fun. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much. See you all, guys,